If you or a loved one are struggling with type 2 diabetes, you should visit the link in the description below. This clinically proven, drug-free program lowers blood sugar to a normal level and can completely reverse type 2 diabetes within just a few weeks. Here's today's video.
The question, what is the safe drug for diabetes type 2? Answer by Peter R. The best drug that has no side effects and no cost treatment for type 2 diabetes is Lifestyle Changes, LFC. Technically not a drug, but this is the 200% safest option to prevent and manage the disease. You will understand why I say this when you read the last paragraph quote by Mayo Clinic. It is proven already that LFC can prevent type 2 diabetes even when there is a family history. Now more and more people already diagnosed with type 2 diabetes are learning that LFC help prevent further complications and may even completely rid all the symptoms. Metformin is the only oral medication with least side effects, but it can only complement the LFCs. I like the quote from Mayo Clinic, sometimes medication is an option, for type 2 diabetes, as well. Metformin, glucophage, Glumetza, others, and oral diabetes medication, may reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes, but healthy lifestyle choices remain essential. Answer by Jagalki. Depending on your meaning of safe, there might be none. The longest running and most prescribed drug for type 2 is metformin, which does have some physical side effects. These side effects can normally be offset by taking supplements, mostly for vitamin B12. This is probably the least unsafe drug for type 2 diabetes. However, the side effect that is not commonly discussed is the potential for dependence on this and other drugs. Since type 2 diabetes is a curable condition/disease, and if not checked can damage multiple internal organs, the cure should reasonably be the focus. As for all type 2 diabetics, some diabetics become complacent and find it easier to depend on a pill, like metformin, than to put in the effort to reverse their insulin resistance condition. I fell victim to this before I realized what wasn't happening with drugs. To our demise, the medical community has been greatly influenced by Big Pharma into believing that type 2 is a chronic and incurable disease. The pharmaceuticals industry has benefited to the tune of hundreds of billions of dollars in a single year from diabetes treatments, when in truth, all drugs prescribed for type 2 today do not address diabetes at all, but only address blood sugar control, which is not the same. Not one case of type 2 diabetes has been cured by drugs. Before you classify me as an extremist, I am not totally against drugs to help with type 2 diabetes. Answer by Vipra Diwari. Metformin is the safest drug for diabetes type 2. It is the only big UNI to be used clinically. Factors which make it the safest.